Proofs involving triangles, problem type 5. Very important that you draw this diagram as I explain it to you. So I recommend you pause the video and draw this diagram out and follow along. It's very easy to understand this if you follow along with the diagram. It is difficult if you do not. Please pause the video, draw that diagram. Okay, now that you've drawn the diagram, let's see what kind of information we have here. First off, we're going to be following gift, given, implied, freebies, talk it through. Given, implied, freebies, talk it through. Our given information, we know that angle 2 and 3 are congruent. So angle 2 and angle 3 are congruent. We mark that on the diagram, cross it out. Angles 1 and 4 are also congruent. Angles 1 and angle 4 are also congruent. That's all we're given. What are we trying to prove? We're trying to prove that triangle ABD, I'm going to trace that in purple, ABD, ABD triangle is congruent to triangle CDB, CDB. Now notice we have overlapping triangles. When you have overlapping triangles, it's very important you pull the triangles apart. So let's pull this first triangle apart here, ABD. Here's angle A, here's B, and here's D, and part of angle B is angles 1 and 2. Angles 1 and 2 make up angle B. And then here we have CDB. And we know that angles 4 and 3 make up angle D. Now, let's look at what we can see here. We're trying to get these two triangles congruent. Now remember, there are 4 ways to get triangles congruent. Side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side. So we are done with our given information and pulling out the triangles. Let's see what else is implied here. And what's free? Well, we know if angle 1 is congruent to angle, angle 2 is congruent to angle 3, and angle 1 is congruent to angle 4, then we're able to say that angle B is congruent to angle D because they add up to the same angle. So we can say these two angles are congruent. So that gives us a pair of angles. And then here at the tail of the orange, right here, this is angle 2, and this was angle 3. We can also say that individually angle 2 is congruent to angle 3, so that gives us another pair of angles. And then look very carefully, you will notice here's D, here's B, here's D, here's B. That's a reflexive side. It's shared by both triangles. So I can say that, and this is part of the freebies, that DB is congruent to DB. So there's a side. So look very carefully. I have a pair of angles, pair of sides, and then another pair of angles. And so I know that these triangles are going to be congruent by angle, side, angle.